Did you ever meet Will Smith?
Well, we can't get him while you give me a touch up. Alan. Casper Sharp ready right there. We don't need to know none of that.
Got to know the outfit's complete.
Okay. What do we have here? Yeah. But the detail. Look at the details.
Don't put your hands.
Look at the detail.
Hey. Security. It's a joke. Come on, man.
You looking smooth, bro.
You know what it is.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Exactly.
Okay. So,
Or get close to anybody that was in his inner circle?
I know Charlie Mack, he's one of the best friends, Will Smith's best friend. Alhamdulillah, Charlie Mack is Muslim. Of course, we met Jada Pinkett because she had a very good, strong friendship with Tupac and also Tupac's mother. I never met Will Smith personally.
Mm-hmm. How do you think would he end up benefiting, like with his situation? What do you think with what just happened with Chris Rock?
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
Man, just, it was sad, to be honest. When I seen it and I read about it and I even watched the video, it was actually a sad thing that, you know what I mean, that it got to that point. I think it must be something else on the inside that boiled, that make him want to react that way.
It came out of nowhere because Will has something going on inside him that's frustrated, and I wish him the best.
A lot of celebrities have to realize once you become on that world stage, you are actually an influence on other kids. You're a role model to these kids. You're a role model to these kids. So when you reach a certain level, you're not 20 years old, you're not 16 years old, you're old enough to have grandkids. It's very important that you behave in a way that you want your kids to see, or your grandkids and your family to be proud of you. You know what I mean? And I think he probably going to regret what he done. I'm sure that he's going to realize that he shouldn't have reacted in that manner. And you know what I mean? Because especially the days that you're living in a cancel culture now, where they waiting for you to make any mistake and they cancel you.
Wow. So Will Smith's, what you said, his best friend, what's his name? Charlie?
Charlie Mack is one of the best friends of Will Smith. And Charlie Mack is a Muslim.
He's Muslim.
He's from Philly. He Muslim, alhamdulillah. He always speak good of Will. He speak good of Will. He speak good of Jada. And he's a person has wisdom. So it's good to know that Will have someone like that in his corner, because maybe he can give him some good advice, inshallah.
So that's what we're hoping, like in these situations, because so many things come up when people don't have the blueprint for life. Do you think now Will Smith would be able to benefit, not just in his marriage, and just in totality, this whole life with Islam?
May Allah give him hidayah. You know what I mean? I pray that he accept the religion of Islam, because he have so many people that's close to Islam, that he has so many Muslims that are close to him. So you never know. Guidance is from Allah. You never know. He might realize that Islam is what he needs to put some order in his life. You know what I mean? Because money and fame doesn't necessarily equal happiness. You know what I mean? Islam is what give that peace, that submitting to your creators was the only thing that's going to fulfill that void that you feel in your heart. Mm-hmm. And so I pray that may Allah guide him. You know what I mean? I pray he get hidayah.
Ameen. A lot of things come up when you see this whole situation. You see ghira. This comes to mind,
yes.
With the whole situation, that protective jealousy that's there outlined in Islam. How are you looking back then at women compared to now?
Unfortunately,
did you have this ghira back then?
Bro, I got Latino blood in me. I think I always had this jealousy in me, Aki. You know what I mean? But Islam teaches you how to have a healthy jealousy. You know what I mean? A healthy ghira over your woman, where it's balance. And Islam, subhanAllah, if it's practice, it put everything in its due place. You know what I mean? So, but back then I didn't really have respect for women because I came from an environment that I remember as a kid. If I had a girl that I liked or whatever, and you know, I don't want to go into details. As soon as my homies see me with her, I would start acting all tough and disrespectful towards her, because the environment showed us that the more respect you might obtain is by being disrespectful for women. And then when we went into the music industry, we kind of dragged that on with us. You know what I mean? It wasn't really no respect. It was a very strange upbringing. You know, I thank God that I did come from a family of marriage. I knew my mother and father was married. My grandparents were married. I had aunts and uncle that married. So I did see that growing up, you know what I mean? But I didn't have really no role model to teach me how to treat a woman until I accepted the religion of Islam. And I start reading and learning and studying how the Prophet, how his companions, how they dealt with women. These were some of the most masculine, these are the people that broke down Roman armies, the Persian armies. No army can come to them. These was real men, but yet they were so patient and soft with dealing with their women. So we had it wrong all the time. We thought that in order to show us, to show that we're real men, you got to be tough to your women and strong and yell at them. But we get from the Prophet and his companions the opposite. Alhamdulillah.